Welcome to Hack Shack Studios. RT Bear here. 40 years, almost 40 years in the comic book industry, working for mainly Marvel, DC. Little bit of time over at Image Comics, helped those guys out. And now, the most important part, doing it for myself. Doing it for myself. Black and White Chrono Mechanics. Could not be more proud of my babies, my little ones. They're out there, ready for you to read. Chrono Mechanics is actually in demand right now, so you can still pick it up. Oh, you know what? Before I wanted to ask Oni64. Oni, are you the one that brought up the Woodlands to Pamela and I? Because there's somebody in the chat that actually mentioned it months ago when we were looking for a house, and Pamela and I were talking about that, and we were saying, like, do you realize, Pamela said, do you realize that there's somebody in your chat actually was responsible for us finding this house? The chat, you guys actually, we would not even have looked here. We wouldn't have known it existed unless it was somebody in the chat that brought it up. So I don't know if it was Oni64. He always says shout out to the Woodlands. So I just started thinking that maybe you were the guy. So if you are, let me know. Either way, if anybody's listening and you're the ones that recommended this place, thank you so much, because we could not be happier. Edwin the Ace, what's up, my brother? Yeah, go check out the Ace. It's in demand right now. So anyways, Oni, yeah, shout out to the Woodlands. It's great. It's getting a little windy here. I think it's supposed to rain. I know some of you guys, like Spirits Car, don't like me talking about the weather, but you know, whatever. So hey, Leg Kick, good morning. Linkovich, what's up? Jam Creates, how you doing, my friend? And of course, Edwin the Ace has got his book in Indiegogo right now, and it's called The Ace. The Ace. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of take a little bit of moment out of my day, hang out with you guys. If you got any questions, whatever, just let me know, and we'll get this party crazy. So one of the things, well, I wanted to go over the Chrono Mechanics campaign, but I'm going to tease before I do this. Maybe I'll just tell it. Yeah, okay, I'll just tell it. I woke up this morning to my lovely wife, and she's like, Art, are you awake? And I'm like, I am now. And so she's like, I fell down. And it's like, what do you mean you fell down? And she's like, yeah, I was outside and I was climbing up on some of the rocks out in the back. We have like these decorative rocks. And I go, well, what were you doing up there? Were you dancing? What were you doing? And she's like, I just climbed. It felt good. I was just playing around. And also, I want you up here to tell this story. So I know she can hear. I tried to get Pamela to tell this story to you guys, because I'm not going to tell all the good stuff. But so she's up on this rock, and apparently she's doing stuff that she shouldn't have been doing. One, climbing the rock, and two, whatever she was doing, like, I'm on top of this. She goes, I was doing the on top of the world thing, like, like the Titanic. And I was like, well, you know how the Titanic ended. It was tragic. Yeah, I did yell at you. Come up here and help tell this story before I butcher it.
You just want to embarrass me.
Well, it's payback. You always embarrass me. Okay, so I got to the point where you woke me up. Okay, are we going to show your knee and your wrist and your shoulder and your hip?
My neck
and your neck. Okay, so I got to the part where, well, anyways, tell everybody, good morning.
Morning. How is everyone?
All right. If you guys don't know, that's my lovely wife, Pamela, and she fell off a rock today. Okay, so this is as far as I got in the story. Okay, so you wake me up, right? I was asleep, peaceful, blissful, just in La La Land.
Okay.
You wake me up, And then you tell me you fell off a rock. And so then I made a crack about you dancing. And then you said something like, I said, why were you up there? You said, I felt like the Titanic girl, like I'm on top of the world, Ma, or
Yeah, it was
whatever.
all windy and cool, and it was awesome
Yeah.
for about 3 seconds.
And then what happened?
I lost my balance.
And then what happened?
I put my leg down, which is good. I thought I was stable. And then somehow, and I have no idea how, I ended up like 9 feet away with my head up against a pointy step.
Okay, wait. Okay, Jam creates it. Is Pamela training to become a Jedi? It probably would help if she had some Jedi ability, because I think that if she had some kind of Jedi ability, she wouldn't have climbed up on that rock to begin with. She probably would have levitated it, like somebody safe should do. Yeah. Okay. So go ahead.
That was basically it, except I was out there in my nightgown, and then that was not a pretty sight.
This is first thing in the morning, so she gets like a wild hair up her you-know-what, and so she goes out and starts prancing around on these frickin' rocks. You were prancing. I know you were prancing. That's what you do. Like, what do you think? You're 9?
I'm just one of those people. If you know Art and Amanda at all, you know that they always tell me, Mom, don't be spontaneous, because every time I do, it does not end well for me.
Okay, we got to back up, and then you can continue, because I know where you're going with that. Okay, I borrow ideas said, did Art throw you in the river? They're already turning on me. Yeah, I threw her in the river. George says, is she okay? Like they're all like concerned, like, oh, dang.
Yes, I'm scraped up, bruised up. How I ended up about 9 feet from the rock is the question.
Well, also, there's a big sprinkler that you could have impaled yourself on, which, based on the way you said you fell,
Yes.
somehow you bypassed the most obvious thing, which would have been impale yourself on the sprinkler head. And then she said she fell and she hit her head. She hit her head
against the rock step.
But the rock step is like 10 feet away from the rock. So she had to have levitated herself, moved over, and then fell down. Like, I don't even know how you did that. Let me feel your lump. She's got a lump on her head.
My guardian angel, I think I scared him this morning.
Oh, there's a life alert. This is not going to go well. George, they make life alert bracelets blankets. The blankets after, you go into shock to keep you warm. They make life alert bracelets for just such an occasion, but not for falling off rocks.
No, what's that comedian who does the whole skit on when you see a shoe laying on the side of the road that somebody got hit and it knocked him right out of the shoes?
I think it's Dane Cook. Dane Cook goes, like, he's talking about how he likes to, like, one of his fantasies is always watching a car wreck. And so he goes, sometimes people get hit so hard, their shoes get knocked off their feet. And so then he said, I was there, I just ordered an ice cream cone, and I'm licking my ice cream cone, and then I hear like tires squeal, and then I look over, and just in time I get to see this epic whatever. So this guy gets hit, gets thrown in the air, and he said,
and his shoes come off.
And he goes, his shoes flew off. So I don't know, it sounds cruel, it sounds twisted, but hey, the way he said it was pretty funny.
But that's actually the way that
Did your shoes fall off?
No, but I jumped up like that Dane Cook thing where he goes, and then after his shoes flying off, the guy doesn't want to be embarrassed, so he jumps up and he goes, I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah. It's like Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Like, I meant to do that.
Yeah.
Like after he flies off the bicycle. So Emmett says, he says, was she a rock climber before? Before what? Before she fell? Yeah, she's a mad spelunker.
That's caves.
Well, spelunking. I just wanted to say spelunking if it could come out of my. Okay, Shadowhawk says, "Good morning, Artie Bear and Pamela," and then he's like, "Yeah, all right." So Victor's in the house, so we can party now. Victor's here. What? No, Jason, spousal abuse. You know what the spousal abuse is? It's her waking me up at the crack of the morning. I was gonna say the crack of dawn, but I guess it was kind of the crack of dawn.
Crack of dawn is when I get up.
Crack of your head. A crack of your head. Yeah, so she's got these like crazy gashes out of her leg. I had to patch her back together this morning, and then your wrist, that's the one that's gonna hurt because you bruised your palm and your wrist where you landed.
It's the shoulder
that palm will hurt
down on.
Because as soon as it starts to tighten up, yeah, because you're gonna move your hand all the time.
But it's okay, hun, because you can make dinner and feed me.
I was willing to cook breakfast, and then she doesn't trust me. She's like, "I'll do it." Yeah. I was like, "Yeah, I can't make eggs."
Yes, because I talk like that.
You talk like an old pirate. Well, you know, if you don't watch out, you're gonna like lose an eye like a pirate. Oh, we got Nasser Rabati. He just says, "Hi, Art." Yeah, he's not taken by the story. He's not at all like invested in it. Oh wait. Okay. Let's see what Jam says again. If you go to the hospital together, they might make Art leave the room so they can ask Pamela some questions. So you guys are still in this spousal abuse thing. I swear I've never hit her in my life. Well, every time I hit you, it was because you were asking for it.
Shoot.
You're like, could you please hit me right here, right here, over here. Deny till death do you, or deny till you die. Oh, I thought he was gonna go like till death do you part.
I was gonna go, wait, the fall wasn't that bad.
Well, you know what happened is last night she started drinking, and she's highly suggestible when she's drinking. So I was like, you know what? Have some more wine, and you know what would be fun? Why don't you start climbing some rocks at the crack of dawn tomorrow?
Yes, because I drink anything stronger than tea.
You know, when she drinks, she's a laugher. She likes to laugh.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, drinking and me are not buddies.
Okay. Victor says, how much is the insurance policy you have on your wife? Not enough. Not enough to like push her off a rock. Maybe we should up it. Ice packs and Band-Aids. Yep. Oh, you know what? We drove past a Whataburger yesterday. So maybe this weekend, Whataburger.
I have never had a Whataburger.
Yeah, they got the Wonder Woman logo. Remember we were on that, that farm to road to market?
No, State Farm 242.
But it's the farm to market or something, right? Is that the 242?
No, State Road or State Highway 242.
242. Yeah, there's a Whataburger on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just around the block. So Oni is not owning up to the one that told us about the Woodlands.
Oh, so it wasn't him, huh?
It doesn't sound like it. Yeah, he must live in the area though, because he seems to know it.
Yeah, whoever told us, it's like, wow, thank you. That was so cool.
Yeah,
we would never have looked here. We wouldn't have even known about it.
She's not even a fan of champagne.
Nope.
I don't know, man. Champagne to me is the worst hangover of all time. That stuff kicks my butt. I'll always wake up with a sharp headache, like back of my head. Yeah, I don't like champagne. I mean, it's okay drinking it, but I don't like what it does to me.
If I do drink, which is so rare, I'll have a scotch on the rocks with a twist of lemon, and that's
what's that like that Dubonnet thing? What is that?
Oh, I do like red Dubonnet.
Yeah, I always feel
That's
like,
a before dinner aperitif, though. So.
yeah, that's the only thing. Like when we go out, like you go, get me one of those. And I always feel like a snob. Like, can I have a Dubonnet with a twist?
It's got to be the red, not the blonde.
Not the blonde. It's always the red because, you know, if you spill it, it'll stain your clothes. Which the way we've been going. So Whataburger, you're like this. Whataburger onion rings are great. You're an onion rings
Oh,
person.
I love onion rings. Are they crispy?
I would assume, yeah. So Oni says Whataburger is better than In-N-Out burgers. So I've heard, and I'm a fan of In-N-Out. You are not.
I hate In-N-Out.
So you don't. They don't have them. I don't think they have In-N-Outs here in Texas.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean,
Yeah.
I do like their fries, but to me, In-N-Out smells like armpits.
Oh, jeez. You know, maybe you should hit your head and get your sense of smelling back. Let me rub your head where your lump is. But oh, where was I going? Not a fan of their fries. Whataburger. Well, then you're right up there with In-N-Out because In-N-Out. Well, you like In-N-Out
I
French
like
fries.
In-N-Out
I don't
fries.
think they're good. Armpits, curry. I
Curry?
think curry does smell like armpits. to
Really?
me.
Now, see, I like the yellow curry. I love yellow curry.
I've had the it's like that reddish
You've had
orange.
we've had the red too.
I like that. Okay, my quick curry story. Then you have to tell a curry story, okay? Because that stuff will wreck you.
Yes, it will.
Okay, so I'm in New York City, right? New York City, and it's a DC lunch. I think it was for the Outsiders guys. So Joan Hilty, our editor, had all of us out there, the whole team, and so I was running late, so I couldn't get a cab. So to start off this whole ordeal, I got, what do they call them? Pirate cabs? Is that what they are? Gypsy cabs, right? So apparently gypsies, they call them gypsy cabs. I don't know if they can still call them that because, you know, New York's progressive and you can't call anybody those things anymore. But anyways, I didn't know these things even existed. So it was like a limo type. And so I was just like, hey. And so the guy comes around and he's like, I can get you where you want. I'm a driver. And so he shows me his license. It's on the dash and everything. So it looks legit, right? And I know I only have to go a few blocks and it's bumper to bumper traffic. So if I need to, I can jump out of the car if there's any trouble. So it's all low speed stuff. So anyways, my friend and I, we get in the car, we tell him the address. I know where to go. We were going to walk it, but we were running late. So I know how to get there. So I'm telling the guy how to get there and he goes, no problem. He puts up his GPS. She puts too much faith in GPS.
It gets us there.
It gets us there. I already go, okay. Okay, tangents. Okay. So she hooks up the GPS every morning before we go out or wherever we're going, right? And so then we start driving and intuitively we're going the wrong way. Like I know it intuitively. So we'll go left instead of right. I go, we're going out of the way. And then Pamela's like, just trust it's okay. And so then we're going like way out of the way. And I go, we're going in the wrong direction. And then finally we come back around, then we come back. And then about 10, 15 minutes later, we're where we should have been if we just turned the other way and went in the right direction. And then what do you always say?
It got us there.
You say it got us there, but then you also said, I had no idea this stuff existed. So this was a good thing. It took us in a direction that we never would have any other way.
Right.
And
so we have found cool things here by doing it that way.
Okay.
But now back to New York.
Okay, she's right. She's right. And this works when you have time, which we do right now. But at some point, it's going to get old. It's gonna
by then we'll know our way around.
Oh, wait. Maybe this is it. Oni says Thousand Island dressing smells like armpit sometimes.
Really?
So I wonder if it's because it's not heated up per se, but like the burger, like the burger meat
is hot.
It's hot. So it might be a little bit of a combination.
It might be.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I'll check it. I'll check into that, Oni.
We'll have Amanda sniff it because she's still in California.
She's still in California.
Okay.
They don't have Thousand Island dressing here in Texas. Yeah, they do. But anyway, so yeah, so we're in the cab. Well, the gypsy cab. So then the guy sets up his GPS. I go, it's just make a right at the corner, go up like a block, and then make a left. It's on whatever. And so he's like, no problem. So then I notice we're going every which way but where we should be going. And so I just told the guy, I said, if you're doing this to rack up the miles, I go, I'm not going to pay you. I know where it's at. And he goes, no, no, no. He goes, no problem. You know, no shenanigans. I'll get you there. So anyways, we finally got there. I told him how to get there. We got there. I paid him half. I didn't care. That guy was, one, he got us there late, and two, he drove us all over the place. So I just gave him half the money. I put it on the seat, and then we left. So then we go to the restaurant with all the, you know, the DC guys. And so I'm telling the story. They're all laughing. They're mocking me. They go, oh, you got in a gypsy cab. Ha, 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 sucker. And I'm like you. Well, it got us here, didn't it? Okay, so we're at the restaurant. It's an Indian restaurant. And so there's this fantastic stuff. I'm sure I've had it. I had it prior, but never like this. This chicken. So they put it on everything, right? It's like curries on just about everything. And so I'm eating this stuff. There's probably 6, 7 people at the table, right? And I'm just eating it like crazy because it's so good. It's so good. And so everybody's looking at me really strange, like, what the hell are you doing? And I'm like, it's really good, right? And they're like, yeah, but this has got curry in it. And it's like, so what? What? I mean, it's, something this good can't hurt you, right? And they're like, oh, no, it'll hurt you. It'll give you the poops. And I'm like, nah. So I just kept eating. I couldn't fathom how something so delicious could hurt me, right? So we get in a cab this time. We go back to the office, the DC office, right? So it hits me right as soon as we got in the doors. I go, excuse me. So keep in mind, this was a lunch before the meeting. So this is how DC was going to make their money off of us, right? We're going to hang out and we're going to brainstorm some ideas and things like that. So the meeting is going to happen. I excuse myself. I go into the bathroom. I'm in there for like 20 minutes. And so both my editors, like Rachel Gluckstern was the assistant, and Joan Hilty. So they're both female. So they got some guy at the office to check up on me. And so some guy comes in and is like, Art T. Bear? And I'm like, yeah. I'm in my little cubicle. And it's like, yeah, Joan just wanted me to come and check up on you. Are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And I go, I'll be right there. And he goes, oh, okay. And so he goes back, and I'm sure they laughed their ass off because everybody's figured out what the hell's going on, right? So then I know you guys have all been this way. I know you guys have done this. Okay, you think you're done, but it's more like you want to think you're done. You're like, I'm done. And then you kind of force yourself to be done, right? Without going into any details. Okay, so I go, okay, I'm going to go. Let's do this meeting. And so I'm there for about 2 seconds. And then I'm like, excuse me. So then I went back in for about a half hour. Past Master Dan says shots fired. And so, courtesy flush. There were several, believe you me. And so then I come back to the meeting. This time it felt satisfactory. And you guys know what I mean by this. It was like mission accomplished. So I get in there. I sat down for about 10 minutes, just enough to like give 10 minutes of wisdom, and then the meeting was over. So DC got their money's worth out of that. So that's my curry poop story. So I don't even know how we got on the tangent.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, the tangent was Everything just jumped. Hold on. Art went to DC Comics. What is it? Diarrhea, constipation, comics. Oh, DC. Oh,
Oh, diarrhea or constipation?
Constipation comics. Possibly Genuine Comics says, good morning, everyone. So cleaning the pipes, indeed. Nasser says that's sick. It was one of those, I don't know, it wasn't that kind of poop. Like it it didn't, my stomach didn't hurt. I just had to go to the bathroom. You know, sometimes like when you get like, you're like, you get these like knife pains. It wasn't like that. It was just like, it was smooth. It was smooth.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, my wife gets up. Are you okay now? You're not dizzy? Don't have a headache?
No, after I jumped up, I was, I was like, oh, this is, I should have laid there for a couple more seconds.
It might have been the idea that you got up too quickly too.
Right.
Like you're like, whoa. Did you say I meant to do that?
No, I was just like, I think I need to go in the house. This hurts.
So,
but I'm fine.
Okay, new rule around here.
No standing on the rock.
Oh no, I would never do that to you. Like stand on all you want. But you know how they say like when you go into a pool or something, or like you go with partners, like you never swim alone.
Don't go alone.
Right. So if you're gonna climb on the rocks.
But see, that doesn't really matter. I get hurt whether I'm surrounded by people or I'm alone when I do something spontaneous.
This is true. Was this our Big Bear trip?
Yes, we were in Big Bear. Art has a friend who has a home up there. And so we went up. This is like 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah, Amanda was a little snot.
Yeah, and we're all playing in the snow. And what we didn't realize is that actually the snow was like 10 feet deep. And so everybody is going and well,
the thing is, okay, just to set it up, okay, so we went later in the season, and so like snow's starting to melt and things like that. So what happens is it kind of looks normal on top, but sometimes it's hollow underneath because the water, it was on a hill too. So there were like, what, 3 or 4 of us?
Yeah.
Right?
4. Yeah.
So it's like there's a little height here and there's this little spot here. So we're all kind of jumping. So it was Dan. Yeah. Amanda, then me,
right,
and then you.
Right. I decided you guys jumped, and I hadn't been. I had been going the long way.
Right.
And then
so you were going the safe way.
Yes, I was going safe. And then this time I went, oh, what the heck? And so I did what they did. And
she jumped. She took a leap of faith.
And my left foot went clear through like 6 feet of snow and hyperextended. Now the rest of me is outside the snow.
No, both your legs went through,
no,
right? Just the one?
Just the left one.
Okay.
And the snow was still hard enough that I could use my right leg to pull my whole body out of that snow. And then I laid down on the snow. And Art and Dan are trying to help me up, and I told them, I said, "Leave me alone, or I'm going to vomit on you."
It was. Oh my God! I think I went after you.
No, because it was a split second. You didn't even know until I laid down.
I saw you go through the snow.
No, well.
So I must have been turning around because I saw you disappear into the snow. Like it was so weird. Like you just went.
Half of my body.
You like jumps off, whoop, right into the snow, and it was so weird because you're like, it could have happened to any of us, but it didn't.
Yeah.
It happened to you.
Yeah. And so anyway, yeah, it didn't break. The ankle didn't break, but the hospital actually said it would have been better if it had broken, because they said then you would have healed. But they said
bones heal better than like tendons and stuff like that. You have it kind of like it never heals, so it can hurt later down the line.
Yeah, they said you will never get over this.
Yeah, it'll still kind of ache at times and
But
stuff.
the funny part was seeing them all scatter when I told them if they didn't leave me alone, I was going to vomit on
Yeah, because that vomiting was worse than you hurting yourself. No, it was the weirdest thing. Like, you see like those like little kids usually, how they're all bundled up and they'll jump in the snow and they'll just disappear. I never saw an adult do that.
It was crazy.
Yeah, you went right in. So we got some good advice here. Knox says he's never heard of curry doing that. No, it'll do that. Yeah. Especially, I guess you could build a tolerance up to it. Yeah. So if you eat it, if you eat it regularly, it won't do that. But it's pretty rich, so it'll go through your system. So Past Master Dan says, be careful of roadside. Now we're getting advice because now they're looking out for us as good chat should. Okay, be careful of roadside barbecue art. Only use the recommended ones. Okay. There's that Rudy's. That's kind of it's like some of them are like gas stations. They have good food though. George says also don't eat gas station sushi.
Oh no.
I don't eat that shit, period. I think you gotta be a lady to do that. Or
like Kmart, or not Kmart. What's that?
Walmart?
No, it is a gas station. In California that we went to, Circle K.
Circle K sells sushi?
Oh, I don't know about sushi, but I wouldn't eat anything that was in a Circle K.
I wouldn't eat anything at 7-Eleven. Like,
nope.
I knew a guy, he ate there 2 times a day. He would eat at 7-Eleven, like he'd get the burritos and the hot dogs, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? It's not even good food. I guess it's cheap. Is it cheap? I don't even know.
I don't know.
I've never even been tempted to eat one of those things.
Gone.
The worst thing is like I don't like hot dogs like movie like theater hot dogs. They're pretty gross and they cost like $7. It's crappy. We got Camel Moon in the house. What's up, Camel Moon? How you doing? Atomic Bulldog.
Ooh, cool name.
Hell yeah. He says, cheers all. We have Philip from Zaid Comics. He has Magic Cop. I think it launched Friday. Was it Friday? So go check out Magic Cop. Magic Cop 2, I should say. It looks fantastic. Congratulations on the success too. You guys are doing good. Past Master Dan says Circle K. I don't know. Do people still eat there? Like sometimes I look at that food and I go, how long have those hot dogs been on those little? They have those like little wheels that turn and then they got like the heat lamp on.
Now that's the question, now isn't it?
Oh wait, Hairball says Safeway pre-made sushi is pretty good, but that's a supermarket, right?
Yeah, and actually, like Vaughn's, I used to like the Vaughn's sushi. I haven't tried any out here yet.
Somebody said they taste like sweat.
Oh, In-N-Out burgers?
Why are you hating on the burgers? The burgers are good. The fries are what sucks.
No, it's the burger.
No, I don't think he's bringing that. I think he's probably talking about sushi or Circle K. So Jasper says he verifies Rudy's is good. Yeah, I had the brisket there. I think Amanda had when she was here, when she still liked Texas. She had the chicken at the ballpark. At what ballpark? Like in California, they have the Dodger dogs, which are Farmer John. Rancid, horrible.
No, go to Costco. Costco has great hot dogs.
The Hebrew Nationals?
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually serve the Hebrew Nationals, right? They cook them, yeah. Yeah, those are good. Like Hebrew Nationals are awesome. I can't eat those Farmer John or Oscar Mayer. They make hot dogs too, right?
Yeah, the ones that I never trust are the ones that plump when you cook them.
Yeah, what the hell?
Something that grows.
How does it make more meat? Like how when you heat meat up does it grow?
How does it plump?
Ah, God, what's wrong with people? Like, could you imagine if there was an animal in the wild, right? And so, like, some guy's just like, he's out there with his binoculars, he's looking for things to eat, like to kill and to eat, and then he's like, oh, look at that, and then it starts raining, and then all of a sudden the animal becomes like bigger. And he's like, hell yeah, I'm gonna kill that thing and bring it home. It grows when you get it wet. It plumps when you cook it. So I guess how would that work? It would be heat activated, right? So then it would have to be a hot summer day,
right?
And then the animal would grow.
Yes.
I was thinking Gremlins for a minute. There's his water, right?
I think so.
Right?
I mean, yeah, I'm not.
Oh, we saw the HEB sushi. Don't say Heb because you'll get crucified here. They had a whole big, like, refrigerator unit full of like fresh sushi, right? At the HEB.
Yeah, I do. I think they did.
Yeah.
I have to be in the mood for sushi.
I'll tell you, sometimes it's tempting because it looks all colorful and everything, but don't be fooled.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Don't be fooled by it. Don't eat it. It'll kill you. Jay Lee is once again the Whataburger. So that's 2 Whataburgers. So you know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to set your GPS, take the long way, and eventually get to the Whataburger. It'll take us 10 miles out of the way, but it'll be worth it. And we'll see some beautiful scenery along the way. What? Okay. What a cute, funny logo you got there, Artie. My biggest inspiration uses something similar. Yeah, actually, this is the Geek Art. So on a live stream, I was talking about like a mascot for Hack Shack Studios. And so I described this character like an old like 40s, 50s like animated character that's an ink well, like an ink bottle, and that it kind of has a Groucho Marx face. So it's got a little mustache. You like what? Well,
it's art.
It's not me. It would have a beard. It doesn't have a beard.
It's got the mustache.
Yeah, but it's got the Groucho Marx round, glasses. Remember when you were a kid? When we were kids, they actually sold like gag glasses, like Groucho Marx glasses. I knew about those glasses before I knew about Groucho Marx, by the way. All right, so this is a big question to Pamela. When are signups for Black and White 2?
As soon as I can get stuff done that I'm in the middle of, so that Art and I can now sit down and write the pre-launch page. Yeah,
so we're in the middle of its prepare tax stuff, and so Pamela's been busy with that. And also, you guys, the Chrono Mechanics books are going out. You're getting them out quicker than a week, right?
Oh, yeah.
Within days of the orders?
Yeah, unless it comes on a Friday and then it goes out on like Monday or
to the
Tuesday.
Following week. Yeah. But it's not like 7 days.
No, they're going out very quickly.
So you guys, all the artwork is ready for the sign up page. It's just a matter of finding time to put it together. But you're right, that should happen soon, and it will happen soon. So everybody's like, hey Phil, what's up? What's up? So another Whataburger. Costco Deli is a killer deal too.
Oh yeah. Anything Costco is so high quality.
Okay. Yeah, they have Costco meats and stuff too. Like they have
the
Kirkland brand. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good brand.
Their stuff is awesome.
It's nothing like Ballpark Frank's.
But yeah, it doesn't plump when you cook them.
He said okay, when you say plump, it's bad, and when you say swell, that's bad too.
Swell is not
There's
good.
no way to describe what they do that's going to sound appetizing. They expand, they swell, they get bigger. It's all bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's all bad. God, I don't even want to get into like what do they put in that meat to make it swell. Wait a minute, you do not. Jasper says, I love ballpark Franks. No, you don't. You do not. No one loves. You just Jasper
might like the plumping.
Yeah, it would be fun to watch. It wouldn't be fun to eat though. They what? From poop to hot meat. Oh. Yeah, this is how we entertain here at the Hack Shack Network.
This is what kept us out of the good schools.
Yeah, my wife and I could talk hours about poop and all kinds of other bodily functions that are gross.
Especially while we're eating.
I don't know. Maybe you can chime in on this. That's how Jesus did it with the loaves and fishes.
Oh, they plumped.
Isn't that sacrilegious? It's funny though.
I think God's sitting up there laughing. I think God has a great sense of humor.
So the water wouldn't work on the fish, but the heat would. But maybe the water would work on the loaves.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because I threw water in there because I think I was channeling those stupid what are they called? The gremlins. Okay, we got Alan. Now we can truly party. We have Alan Sparks here. So I'm stuck in California. Yeah, stuck indeed. You need to pull yourself out and get over here. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Everybody in Texas, they barely wanted us here. Actually, we're making friends, though.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we're making friends. Okay, so Zaid says, sending out a Magic Cop 2 update. Updates usually mean that there's a stretch goal met or a new cover, so that's cool. You know, Leroy's logo looks like the Whataburger logo. I just realized. It's like Wonder Woman, Whataburger. All kinds of hot dogs are the BST hot dogs. BST hot dogs.
Best, maybe? I don't
Best
know.
hot dogs. I will only eat the ones that answer to a higher calling, which is the what are those? The Hebrew Nationals. Yeah, we got Pedro. I love all Franks. They're not all made equal. Do not. Oh gosh. When was the last time you had one of like the Oscar Mayer or?
Actually, I don't know what Sonic hot dogs, what brand they use, but I like Sonic hot dogs.
But you have them smothered with either mustard and onion or chili, right?
Yeah, I usually get the All-American, the ketchup, mustard, and onion.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll try it.
They're good. They are really good.
I liked it when I was a kid. Like Farmer John, I think was like the Dodger Stadium had the
Farmer one John. Hot dog I will not. Oh, it just gross. Are those ones? Are they Tommy's or something that have the intestinal casing?
Oh, what?
That's people just gross.
People brag on those like.
That
no,
snap.
It's Pink's.
Oh, okay.
In LA or Hollywood, we have a friend
had a barbecue. He had to bring those.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, he went out of his way.
He did. He
drove. Yeah, he really thought it was like a good thing, and so he drove all the way to Pink's. I guess you can buy them uncooked as well. So he bought a bunch of them, and so we hung out by the pool and I barbecued them up. And as soon as my wife and I bit it, it's like rubber, like they just kind of like they won't break.
Yeah, it was gross.
It's like, okay, I've never done this before, but it would be like biting into a condom. I'm just saying.
All right, I think I'm gonna head downstairs.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, you don't want to talk about. Okay, you don't want to leave on this high note. Ballparks get erect when you cook them.
Yeah, they do something.
Okay, ballpark Franks have thicker skin to prevent splitting and higher concentration of water. The steam forces inside pushes the franks out, making it expand. It's called science art. Well, I don't want science in my freaking hot dog, okay, George? Jeez. God, I don't want. You shouldn't have to have a PhD to eat a freaking hot dog.
I'm leaving. Bye, everyone.
It's called a segue. She leaves just in time when the chat's turning on me.
Of course.
Okay, Danger Vanessa says hail to everyone. Okay, I do have something I want to show you guys. So it's not just going to be hot dog talk. But let's see what Pedro has to say.
Hot dogs are good.
Hot dogs are good, yes. Ballpark Franks are not. It's not whether you like hot dogs or not. It's how you hold them. Okay. Hey, Danger Vanessa says hail to Mrs. T-Bear.
Aw, tell him thank you.
I will tell her thank you. Okay, so let's go. Pink is overrated. Oh, you're still in LA, I think, Hex Allen. Yeah. His heart was in the right place, man. I wanted those things to be good because, you get the story like, yeah, I drove all the way to, LA, Hollywood, whatever. Got these pink dogs, gonna grill them up. Oh, they were disgusting. Chew and chew and chew. It's like chewing on rubber. It's horrible. It's gross. George says, bye, Mrs. T-Bear. Be careful walking down the stairs. These stairs are pretty steep, too. Like the ones in the California house kind of went down, and then there was like a landing, and then they went down again, so they weren't that steep. This one's just like one staircase. Yeah. Have no fear. And Dino is here. Hell yeah. Okay, so I got a piece of artwork, this fantastic piece of artwork that is drawn by Patrick Parnell, and I'm inking it up for the man. And so I'm going to show this off. He said I could show the process and stuff like that. So I'm going to show this, but I'm not going to show it right now. What I want to do is I want to go to the Chrono Mechanics Indiegogo site. It's in demand right now, and show some stuff off because you guys have been giving this campaign some love in the last couple of days. So I do appreciate it. I want to thank all the backers that have come in and have backed the book. Like I said, those books are going out daily. So I saw a big stack of them. I think they're going to go out tomorrow. Of books. So as you guys order these books, they are going out. So everything's printed, everything's in stock here. So as you guys order them, they will get packed and they will go out. So that is a good thing. So there's no waiting. Well, just a couple days worth of waiting, but not a lot of waiting for the retrofit book. So this is Chrono Mechanics Retrofit. They do more before the dawn of time than most people do all day. I haven't showed this video in a while. So this video was put together by Von Klaus.
I'm a comic book artist. During my 35-year career, I have worked on many comic titles for DC, Marvel, and Image Comics, such as Adventures of Superman,
I hate my voice.
Ultimate Spider-Man, X-Men, Cable, Spawn, Youngblood, Super Sons, and others too numerous to mention.
I get around like a gigolo.
Now I'm rocking the indie scene. And that all began with my graphic novel, Black and White. And thanks to people like you, we made that campaign a huge success.
We did.
I'm hoping that together...
Six fingers. What is it? Six, what is it? Little lady?
Just for this Chrono Mechanics title.
6 digits.
You may be saying, sounds good. But what is Chrono Mechanics about? Well, I'm glad you asked. This wildly funny sci-fi action-adventure graphic novel focuses on the best prepared team to ever turn a wrench. I'm talking about Team 9.2 of Sector 7.
Look at how much fun.
Chrono Mechanics is about the brave, knuckle-busting son-of-a-gun repairman who fixed the big machine known as time. And yes, when I say machine, you heard right. What keeps our time running smoothly is an ancient, nuts-and-bolts cosmic clockwork machine that is as huge as the galaxy itself. So join Oot, a prehistoric businessman with anger issues. Caravaggio, frustrated Renaissance artist and inventor. Zinn, a child deity with the power of the gem. And a potential new recruit, Doug, a 70s rock god and slacker with crazy dumb luck. As they don their work suits and power up to repair a rip in time, will our slacker step up to become a chrono mechanic and take his place as the fourth member of Team 9.2 of Sector 7? Chrono mechanics, they do more before the dawn of time than most people do all day. We believe that you will have so much fun reading about the crazy repair misadventures of Team 9.2 as we did making it. So please support this campaign and then spread the word. Thank you. You are awesome.
It's not just an adventure, it's their job. It's their freaking job. So yeah, we're $51,378 dollars. We have 736 backers. Thank you guys so very, very much for turning this into a colossal success. Like I said, the books are still available, and if you back today, you will get your book within they'll go out within a couple days. So I don't know, it depends on where they're shipping to. They can vary, but they are going out ASAP. So yeah, there's all kinds of cool tiers here. The link is in the description. So click on the link, come by, check out a book. There's all kinds of different tiers. We have some of the interior pages that you can check out. And I just want to show these. There's the work in progress book that is a lot of cool behind the scenes drawings, such as this one, and this one. Also, this is amazing. We have the Superstar Collection. So this is available in 2 different tiers. You can get all 4 books in a tier unto itself. And then there's like the ultimate tier where you can get everything. You can get the book, the main book. You can get the work in progress, and then you can get the 4 variants. And so these covers are all drawn by amazing, amazing talent. I still can't believe I have friends like this that actually were willing to lend a hand in this campaign. So we have Oot here, drawn by Sean Cheeks Galloway. If you don't know Sean, there's 2 animated movies of Hellboy, and he did all the character designs for that. He does video games, he does animation. He did, I think, the Amazing Spider-Man cartoon show as well. He did all the design work for that. Great guy. He also has the Gumshoe. That's his independent comic book. So he's a great guy. Really, really talented. I met him early on when I was developing Chrono, and he really liked it. I met a lot of animation people through Chrono, which was really, it was unexpected. It was a lot of fun. Meeting new people. So this is Tom Bancroft, major, when I'm talking about a major Disney player, I'm not kidding. He worked on a lot of Disney features in the day when they had the Renaissance, Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, and of course Mulan. So he worked on Mulan. His character, which he designed and was the lead animator on, was Mushu, the Eddie Murphy character. So he did Doug, and he wanted to do some hot animated, like Disney-looking babes. So there's all these hot chicks. I like the short girl in the back. She can't quite reach. He's brilliant. He's really, really good. I like the one that's kind of cradling his butt right here. Yeah. So yeah, just cool. He gets it. I just love people that just, when you create this stuff and you find somebody that just, you don't even really have to explain much. They just get it. And Tom did. So that's Tom Bancroft right there. And then we have Aaron Lopresti, the great Aaron Lopresti, DC Marvel, mainstream comic book artist. He's dabbling in the independents too. So we need to support this guy. I think he's a little nervous about it, so we need to get him involved and show him that this is the way to go, man. Marvel and DC may be a thing of the past, so we need to start doing this stuff for ourselves. And he's starting to come around, but he did this great Zin, and it's modeled after, I think, a mystery. No, what was it? I want to say one of the DC titles, Mystery something. I was going to say Mysteries in Space, but it wasn't that. It was like a ghost story book. And it's modeled after a Bernie Wrightson drawing. So all the lighting and stuff like that. So that's why it says after Wrightson on the cover there. And so then we have Caravaggio here. This was our last cover, and this was done by the great Carlo Barberi, and he hangs out in the chat sometimes. So we should give him some loving as well. He does YouTube. I don't think he does live streams though. I almost said he does live streams. I don't think he does. So he does how-to videos and different things like that. So he penciled this up. I inked it in kind of like a pseudo chrono mechanic style because I still wanted to do it to kind of take what he did and just kind of chrono mechanics it. So it's a little bit of a hybrid of his style and then the chrono style. I think it came out really good. This is actually one of my favorite covers here, and not just because I got to ink it. So there's Carlo. So this is our little thanks here to everybody who worked on the book, and then everybody that backed the book. So yeah, you guys come by, check it out. It's a lot of fun, and I'm really, really proud of this thing. And I'm not sure when I'm going to close it down. So I kind of go back and forth. Sometimes I feel like I should close it down when Black and White 2 launches, or if I should just kind of keep it up that when Black and White launches, if there's anybody that comes in on that campaign, I can turn them on to the Chrono Mechanics campaign. So I'm still going back and forth because there's a lot of different ways to play these things, and there isn't really one template that works for everybody. And also, we're kind of inventing the template as we go along. So I think I'm going to play it by ear at this point in time. So thanks again, everybody who supported the campaign. I do appreciate it. It's amazing. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the Six Figures Young Lady, not 6 digits. That'd be weird. Which means it's 100,000 or more. So yeah, Black and White did 100,000, and so there's a lot of you guys that are predicting great stuff for Black and White too. So we got to get that out and see what it does, and all that other good stuff. So let's see what Art, Richard, Friend, and Kelsey want you on their show. They asked me, but they never followed through with it. I said I would love to go on their show. You're inking History and Comics. Yeah, I love both those guys. Richard, I haven't hung out with Kelsey a lot, but every time I do, I have a blast. And Richard, just freaking amazing guy. So I would love to hang out with those guys for sure. Maybe I'll send out a message to them and see if they want to do something. Still got to get my, oh yes, I apologize. Still got to get my time card to you, but life keeps getting in the way. Yeah, and also if some of you that have sent time cards, I just haven't got around to it, so I do apologize. So the idea is, if you get a golden time card, you fill it out and then you send it to me, and I'll do a free drawing for you on a 8.5 by 12 or something, or it's 9.5 by 12 or something like that, a Bristol board. So I told you guys I was going to work those up, and I'm going to do those on a live stream. I'm actually more settled now to be able to handle that stuff because I got to set up the camera over the drawing board and things like that. So I got all my stuff unpacked now. The main thing is I got a tripod that goes over here on the drawing board. So I don't know if I've ever showed this side of but here's my drawing board right here. So it's off to the side. So then I have a tripod that I set up over here, and it comes up pretty high, and then it gives me a down shot. And the tough part is the shadows. Sometimes it'll cast a shadow, so you got to be careful. Jasper Plan 9, I backed it. Lots of goodies. Thank you so much, man. I do appreciate it. And Jay Lee says, yeah, Kelsey Shannon is great. Known him for years. Yeah, Kelsey's a good guy. I didn't even know that Kelsey and I worked together on a DC project. I think it was Gotham. Oh my gosh, what is it? It's the video game book, the Batman video game book. Not oh my gosh, I'm blanking on. I've done so much work. It's something Gotham, Gotham Knights or something like that. Maybe it's something like that, Gotham Knights. And so yeah, he did the color work on that. And there's this killer double page that opens up, and I believe that he did the color work on that. And it's every Batman ever, like that's been in the comic books, in the movies, everything. I still have that original page too. I think it's up on my site. It's a killer page. You know what? I might not sell it. I might go pull it down. That thing would look great in a frame. Leg Kick says, RT Bear, I was promoting black and white on a Facebook fan site after they posted a 90s black and white picture. Also, 2 new comic shops opened in my area. You guys are the best. Yeah, one of the things that's great about the Comicsgate fan base and just comics in general as well is the support, is all the love, man. And so one of the things that's important is you guys are our advertising budget. You know, you guys are everything. So sometimes, I mean, if we can get both, if you can back a book and then you know, help get the word out, that's great. But if you can just get the word out, that's amazing. Yeah. So if you guys could, that'd be great. Tweet out Chrono today. That would be amazing. Yeah, try to get some more eyes on the page, because it has been, we've been selling quite a bit the last couple days. So Andino says, I opened my comic like it was Christmas and didn't get a golden time card. And Dino was sad. He cried. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Gotham, was it Gotham Knights? Gotham 10 Nights? I don't know. Teen. No, it wasn't Gotham Teen. It was like maybe Gotham Knights. I'll take that killer page. No, you will not. Art, getting my X-Men Artist Edition today. I have mine still right over here. I did a unboxing. That was a blast. That was a blast to hang out with you guys and show that stuff off. Memory Lane. Thank you so much for your talent and beautiful artwork. You are a legend, even if it's in your own mind. So let's see. Jay Lee says, oh, looks like Dallas Fan Expo is going to happen. Yeah, in September. Yeah, I think they invited me to that. And then there was, there's a couple local shows too that they said are going to open up. And then there's 2 comic book shops here locally. Let me see. I got their cards here, I thought. Oh, here they are. Give them a little bit of loving. So it's like Space Cadets. I think these are both kind of in the Woodlands. And then there's the Fat Ogre. So there's Space Cadets. I'm going to do a book signing. We're going to see if we can get some Chrono fans out of it. And then Fat Ogre. Fat Ogre, it's a really nice shop. It's big. And they have like they have big gaming tables in there. Like I guess they build these like dinoramas, but they're kind of like an old school board game, and you can move. I don't know that much about it, but you have your figures, and I guess you can move them to different realms and different areas on it. And they have like 5 or 6 of them. They look awesome, and so I guess you can paint your figures there. They have they're like these lead figures, I guess, and you can paint them up, and then you can play your characters. So they kind of have that wrapping around the one side, and then there's the gaming stuff over here, and it's all on a circle. So then there's the register in the center. So the shop kind of goes around, And then so about I guess like 2/3 of the shop is comic books. So the back wall and then the one side is all comic books. And so I went over there and I picked up my House of M because I know I have the individual books, but I can't find them because I'm still unpacking stuff. And I wanted to read it all just so I could kind of bone up for that WandaVision show. And yeah, so it was cool. Comics are cool, they're still cool. I still like them a lot. Comic Palooza, is that the one? I think that's the one. Yeah. And then there was another one too. So there was Comic Palooza, there's the Dallas. Dallas isn't close though. That will be a little bit of a trek for me. But I think I talked to the guy about flying in to Dallas and then putting me up at a hotel for the show. So I think we're still trying to work out the details. But if we could do that, I might go regardless because it's been a while since I've gone out to a convention. Fan Expo. Yeah, the Dallas Fan Expo. Everything's in Dallas. I thought there was one in Houston. I thought there was one closer. No, the Fan Expo is Dallas. Is Comic Palooza, is that in Houston? I think that's the one that's in Houston. I'm still getting my Art, would you ever do a variant cover for an upcoming CG creator? It depends. It really depends on time and what the project is. Is it Dynarac? Yeah, I did say that. Yeah, that is a word that I don't say very often. There's no reason to say that word, actually. Let's see what Jay Lee says. I understand I sent back the guest form today, so if it goes down, I will be there. Should happen right after book 2 comes out. For me. Oh, cool. Well, that'd be good timing. Comics Palooza. But freeways were flooding. Didn't want to chance it. Is that in Houston? Yeah, guys, let me know if that's Houston. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, so I'm in sync. All right, CG 50 states tour. Oh man, that would be awesome. That would be so cool. Oh man, I had this whole Hawaii trip. This was early CG stuff, right? And Edwin, when Edwin was still kind of Comicsgate, and he didn't set it up or anything, but he lives in that area, that Hawaii area. And so there was this whole like convention things. They asked me, they were like, we want you to come to Hawaii. We'll show you around. You can spend a couple of days here, whatever. And so usually I have a per diem per day. I know that's what per diem means, but X amount per day. So I told them about that. I said, but in lieu of that, if you could put us up, at a decent hotel and let us stay a little bit longer, and you could fly my family out, my wife and my daughter. I said I'd do it. And so we came to terms. He was like, yeah, no problem. And so then it came time to kind of finalize everything, and it didn't happen. And then so I started contacting him and trying to, like, what's going on, because I told my kid about it and everything. So I thought it was pretty much a done deal. I think what happened was some people have like a major visceral reaction to Comicsgate, and I don't know why. I mean, people are people, right? Just because you might have a different political leaning, that doesn't mean you're evil. I don't know when that happened, but it was never part of my life, and it's not true at all. But anyway, yeah, he just broke off all contact with me. Didn't say, give me a reason why or anything like that. It was just like, it was done. He broke all contact with me. So the nearest I could figure is like that he found out that I'm Evil Comicsgate, which what the hell is that? I don't even know what that is. There's Dallas and there's Houston. Houston is the area that I live. Dallas is more west, I guess, of here. So it's more towards California. So actually Houston has a little bit of a southern climate. So it rains a little bit more here and we have a little bit more humidity. But I'm digging it. It's actually supposed to rain today. Comicsgate is a hat group. I agree. Dallas is north. It's also west, though. It might be a little higher, but it's the other way. So I guess northwest of here. Yeah, because I mean, yeah, it's higher, so we're more, but we're also east and west of each other as well. I always go that way because I'm from California. I guess if I lived north or south, it would be different. Yeah, Houston does flood, but before we bought this house, we made sure of flood zones because they have to disclose all that stuff. So it's never flooded in this area. And we have a big, they call them green belts here, but they're basically flood control. So there's actually kind of, it looks, because it's not like in California, they concrete everything. They call it like the San Gabriel River, but it's not a river. It's actually just a water dump. And so flood control. So we have one back here, but it's beautiful. It's all green and there's trees lined it. And the water that flows around it looks like a little stream. So it's actually pretty. So when you look at it, it doesn't look like, you know, like it's trying to be something. It just kind of blends in with the area. Whoa, you guys are like giving me some major education. First hot dogs, Ballpark Franks, and now Houston? Oh, shit. Everything bad happens to Houston: floods, typhoons, police brutality. Well, everything's been pretty nice here. So, oh, there he is. Just in time for me to talk about weather. All right, sometimes watching art streams is like watching Peter Fonda pick blueberries. How dare you? How dare you? Okay, well, I brought this up. I'm going to show it off. Let's see if the camera will. I tried to do a little bit of lighting before the show so you guys could see it. But this is the great Patrick Parnell, and these are my inks over him. So there's no blacks filled in yet, but I should have this done today. So I don't know what this is called. I don't know if this is the Johnny Phantasm stuff or what this is for. But he asked me. I have a little bit of time, so I thought I would ink it up for him. So there we go. I think it's coming out good. It's a lot of fun. I'm getting into like these really thick outline shapes, and I'm bringing back the bloopies for Patrick. So I hope he likes that. Patrick, if you're listening, I'll be done later today. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. I do appreciate it. That looks like a new book. Yeah, it's Patrick's book, though. Patrick Parnell. His comic is Johnny Phantasm. So I think it's from that, actually. That's Johnny Phantasm Extreme 93. It's a homage to 90s Extreme Image issue you worked on. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, there you go. You guys are more in the know than I am. I just need to know what I need to know. I don't like a lot of extra. I get a headache. I get a headache easy. I'm just kidding. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for hanging. This was a blast. I got a lot of work to do today, so I'm going to get to it. I'm going to finish up Patrick's drawing here, and I'm working on another cover for Black and White. This one's a doozy. This one's going to kill. The other one's cool, but I may use that as the trading card for the exclusive for the pre-launch. So I'll be showing off a bunch of that stuff later as we get closer to the pre-launch launch. And also, I think that my buddy Joe Albino Thunderbuns Fulton, that's a long name. You got to work on that. You should do initials. He's got a big announcement for his Indiegogo. I think he's going to do it on Tom Bancroft's show tonight. So you guys, excuse me, check out Tom Bancroft's show and see what Thunderbuns has under his coat, up his sleeve. What is this? Thanks for streaming, T-Bear. Made my workday go a little bit quicker. Oh, you're very, very much welcome, man. You guys are welcome. Always fun hanging out with you. Sheesh. Not Tom. Michael Bancroft. I wish I had more time to hang out with Michael. He always does like late nights, and I'm old and I'm ready for bed about that time. All right. Yep, Michael Bancroft. Yeah, the Thunderbuns is infamous. All right, you guys. I'm telling Mike. Oh, no. Oh, no, you guys are going to get me in trouble. All right, man. So take care. I will see you very, very soon.